How's it going, everybody? John MacLennan here. Hope you're doing fantastic. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to play All Your Love I Miss Lovin' as recorded by John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers on guitar. Now, I do have a lesson up going through the main rhythm guitar part for this song, so I'm going to link that up down below. And I also have a backing track that you can jam along to that I'll link up down below once you're done going through this lesson. Now, today's lesson is going to be all about that intro lead. We're going to use some double stops and play some really bluesy licks in the key of A minor. Now, before we get started, I just want to hook you up with something right away. You can download my book, Melodic Expressions, at the link below. It's all about soloing. So after you work through these licks and stuff, if you want some more information to keep going and improving your lead playing, you're going to want to check out that book because it's going to show you licks over major, minor, and dominant chords that you can use to play over the backing track as well with this song. So there's a lot of information here. I'm really just trying to hook you up. So check that out at the link below, and with that said, let's dive into today's lesson. Let's break down how to play All Your Love I Miss Lovin' as recorded by John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers. This is Eric Clapton's lead intro. I'm going to play it for you first, and then I'll break it down. Here's what it sounds like. This song is a blues in the key of A minor, and I do have a lesson up with the main rhythm guitar part that I played into a looper that sounds like this. But today we're going to be looking at this lead, and we're going to start on beat 2, and we're going to play a double stop on the 5th fret. We're going to cover the 2nd and 1st strings. And I like to do an upstroke on that, 1 and 2. And you can kind of slide down a little bit, or sometimes it'll slide up. And then you get this 7th fret bend on the 3rd string. And it goes up and then comes down. And then as you release down, you do a pull off to the 5th fret. Then you play 7 on the D string. And then you're going to play 5, 7. And that's 5 on the 3rd string and 7 on the 4th string. Now, that 5 there, in the 2nd bar, we're going to go and just slightly make it like a blue note. So we're going to lift the string up and make it a little out of tune. And that's the sound that you want, is, you know, between the frets. Now there are also little, like, you know, dead strings in there and sounds that Clapton makes that are just really percussive and cool. So if I add that in, I added just that little muted note in there. Now another thing that you can do is you can rake into the bend. So instead of just like, I like to rake into it. And it just gives me a really confident sound. And then when you get to that 7th fret, that note A, the root note, just going to add some vibrato. So that's our first riff. And then we do it again. And that's the first 4 bars. So that's going to sound like this. Then we get to the D minor, the 4 chord, and for that Clapton hammers to the D note like this. So we're varying that riff. Instead of, we're gonna go and hammer 5 to 7. Again, adding the vibrato, and there's your D minor triad right there. And then we go back to the first riff. And I'll vary this, you know, kind of add extra root notes in there and just kind of riff on it. It's fun to do. Then we get to the final 4 bars where we bring in what's called the 5 chord down to the 4 chord. And these are things that I talk about in the Essential Blues Guitar System, my blues program on my website. You can check it out if you want to learn more about this concept, but you're going from the 5 chord down to the 4, and this is what happens typically in the last 4 bars of your 12-bar blues. Now what Clapton does is he bends up, so the 5 chord is E minor, and Clapton bends into the root like this. And so that's same lick as before, this time bending that 7 and holding it. Adding the vibrato, and then you bring it down. Another really common blues figure is bending this note and then, I mean, Buddy Guy uses that, Stevie Ray Vaughan uses that, Clapton's using it here. It's just following this like da, 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 da. So it sounds like you're moving with the chord changes, which that's what the best improvisers do, is they play through the changes, but they do it in an exciting way. And then another really expressive thing is this sort of this I'm bending up and then I'm falling down, then pulling off, and then bending that first finger is how I would describe that. It's just kind of a sound thing. And then 7 to 5 there, a little seesaw back and forth on the 4th string. So the last 4 bars go. So here's all 12 bars played as one take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Have fun practicing All Your Love, I Miss Lovin'. It's a great blues in the key of A minor. Be sure to play it along with the backing track as well that I have down below. I hope you got some value out of today's video. Also, don't forget to download your free PDF. It's a copy of my book, Melodic Expressions, which is actually for sale on the iTunes bookstore for $20, but you can download it for free at the link below. Leave any comments below for song requests. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next lesson.